everyone. I am VJ, and it is WIP It Wednesday, where we get to share our works in progress and where I have to share my life with adulting. Adulting is hard. I've done this a couple of times already. I'm too old to be adulting. But a granny's got to do what a granny's got to do. Thank you, everybody, for accommodating me today. And oh my goodness, Sam is even up. I thought I would miss you this morning. That is so sweet of you. I appreciate you. Love you, sweetheart. Yeah, trying to put up some you trying to put up some shelves, really? Chris, hello, how are you? Wonder Twin number one is here. Definitely early today. Good thing I'm glad you checked. I am so happy you checked because baby, I'm sitting here counting back, trying to figure out what I can do. She likes to keep us on our toes. It's not me, it's Shorty. Coley, welcome in. Good to see you. Hi, Lexi. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Shorty has a half day today, but she gets to cheer in a game tonight. So she's home now. She got home at 1:30, but she has to be taken back to school at 3 o'clock so that everybody can get on the bus to go to the school where they're cheering. And then after the game, they're going to be brought back to their school, and somebody's got to come and pick them up. Lord Jesus. And so that's where we are. I get to do the early shift. Yeah, adulting's overrated. I'm like, seriously, people, how come? Because I'm like, why couldn't you just have a full day of school since the kids have an away game and you can do your half day tomorrow? Sarah, welcome in. Good to see you. You'll be lurking. Your head hurts. I was wondering what had happened to you. I miss you, and I'm sorry your head hurts. And I would normally tell you to squeeze your hand right here, but with the sinus headache I've had, even that's not working. Nancy, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? And there's Carrie. Will be lurking because I have put off my chores long enough. I understand. I just appreciate you being here. And I am the queen lurker, so lurk away. Thank goodness I didn't cheer. We would have just had to save some for next week. That's all. Thank you, Chris. I'll tell her you said hi. You've been adulting too. Ooh, Lord. Miss Kathleen and Trey, how are you? Happy hump day. You're crocheting on a blanket in the color of hickory. I have raspberry tea in my tumbler. Is hickory a shade of brown? Hickory is a wood. It's a shade of brown. Is it a shade of brown? Well, in the normal world, hickory would be a shade of brown. In the yarn world, history might be pink. You just never know. I don't know how they name some of these yarns, but working on my whips is helping me with my stress right now. I understand. I understand. Sorry. I just figured out how to mark thing as paid in PayPal so that people don't keep getting reminders because I am not sending out all those reminders. That's PayPal doing its thing. And I just figured out how to mark things as paid. But I haven't figured out how to see if I have received money if I am in PayPal. I just realized I have to go over to my email and they'll tell me somebody has sent you money. Go receive it. Because I was over there looking for money somebody told me they were sending and I couldn't find it. So I sent them an invoice and they're like, why did you send me an invoice? Because I've already sent you money. I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. Adulting is hard sometimes. And as soon as I learn the software, they change it and I'm lost all over again. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Miss Sarah is making another baby blanket. And she is doing the thing that I hate most in the world. She's making a blanket you have to sew together, but this sapsucker is going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. Miss Victoria, I have to move you, sweetheart, so that we can ooh and ah over this blanket. Wowzers. Wow. I have not seen that heart in a square motif. That's cute. But you know, I ain't going to be sewing stuff together, but that's cute. Dinky Jen said, just finishing my pizza and chips meal, then back to Sam's WIP. You're doing Sam's WIP? Okay, go ahead with your bad self. Yeah, pizza and chips? Okay. Victoria says, between schedule this week and back issue and my grandma making everyone in my family mad at her. Oh, Lord have mercy. Tell your grandmother she got to chill. Miss Susan, hello, hello. You're out running errands. Oh, it's raining. Oh, my goodness. So I won't fool around with my phone, listening mode. Yeah, you be careful out there. And you don't want anybody jumping out in front of you trying to run across the street. Pebbly Pool, welcome in. Good to see you, girlfriend. How you doing? Technology sucks, you paid. Okay. Oh, I know. I printed out your label and I accidentally cut it and I taped it together, but it kept buckling up. So then I tried to glue it and I was like, why don't you just reprint the label? And I'm like, no, I can fix this. So then I peeled it off and it started tearing because of the tape. And I put another piece of paper down and I put glue on it. And then I mashed the whole thing back down so it's got a backing on it. And I said, why didn't you think about doing that in the first place? Because sometimes the brain just isn't working. I'm going to take it to the UPS store. And if the lady says she can't use that label, I'll just bring it back and reprint the label and start all over again. He'll be here on the 23rd. She's getting induced. Ooh. Congratulations. Cody says, those colors are gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. Miss Sarah comes out with some pretty colors, I must say. Hickory is red heart ombre, is in shades of beige, gray, and black. I repeat, when it comes to yarn, it might be anything. It might even be pink. Why can't they get? Never mind. Never mind. Hickory could be an ombre in shades of browns and tans and maybe a little cream, beige, gray, and black. Okay. Okay. Cynthia, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, you're so welcome, Cynthia. Yeah, I decided to go early because I didn't want to bother Miss Sam. I've asked a lot of Miss Sam. I didn't want to do that to her because it's kind of like, it's my channel. Why do you have this lady doing all this work on your channel? Sam saying to Dinky Jen, did I say you could take a break? Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crack that whip, Miss Sam. Crack that whip. Pebble says, see, evidence, technology sucks. Well, it was my fault. I printed out 2 labels on 1 sheet of paper, conserving paper. I folded the paper in half. I cut down half. Even though I printed 2 labels, they weren't centered on each side of the page. And so when I cut down half, I cut down part of the 1 label. And I'm like, just reprint it. Nah, I don't want to use that ink. My fault. I have to print each label. I have to cut each label separately if I am not printing the same type of label. And I didn't look to see, well, I did look to see that they were different labels, but it's kind of like you got 2 on 1 page. It's posted. It should be the same size. Nah, it wasn't the same size. I don't know. You're kind of right. It has a brown with beige. I try. I try. Jen says, has anyone had pineapple and cherry upside down cake? This was today's freebie at work, so I've given a slice with the cherries on to mom. Yeah, that's how back in the day, we call it a pineapple upside down cake. We don't say pineapple and cherry because my mother used to use the canned pineapple slices, so you got the ring with the little hole in the middle, and she put the cherries in that little donut hole and then put the cake batter on top of it, and she put it in a cast iron skillet and slid it in the oven. And when it came out, she flipped it over, and so you got pineapples and cherries on top. I've been thinking about doing that, but I'm kind of like, if you make it, you're going to eat it. Hickory, I see no brown in there. No. You don't see any brown in the hickory or in the yarn? Girl, see? I don't mind. Love you, lady, and everyone here is so fun to spend time with. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you. I try not to work you to death because I know you got a life over there. And then if I had you up here showing whips instead of me driving, I'd be trying to look at the whips. So I'm like, no, you just show the whips, look at the whips, and then you leave. I'd be trying to look. I'd be trying to drive and look at the whip. Yeah, it would not work out real well. Chris says Dinky just had that cake on the weekend. Son and Grand were visiting, and he requested it. Ooh, I've been thinking about that. Yes, it is so good. Yeah, see, very see. My mother was making it, so it was. I'm pretty sure we were in our first house, so that would have been the '60s. I might be wrong. My memory pre. You know how they say with short timers, you don't remember the stuff that happened yesterday, but you remember everything in the past. But post chemo, I can remember some things from around this week, but everything in the past is suspect. I have to ask people if this actually happened. I texted Miss Susan because I had seen I had put that post by Cozy Crochet on the community tab. When I first looked at this girl, I'm like, that's Ashley. And then I'm like, no, that's Cozy. And so because she was sitting there with pink headphones with cat ears. And so I texted Miss Susan. I'm like, did Ashley have pink headphones with cat ears? And she's like, yes, she did. I was like, okay. I remembered something because I looked at that child and I'm like, oh my God, why is she using Ashley's picture? That's why you don't cook much. Lexi, I'm right there with you, girl. And then everybody says, well, cook it and put part of it in the freezer. Well, the problem is, I know it's in the freezer. And if it's something I like, I'm going to go get it out of the freezer. It doesn't help. Because you see, yep, putting it in the freezer does not help. We haven't baked Christmas cookies in quite some time for that reason. Cynthia says, back in the day, one can of cherries had Back in the day, one can of cherries had 12 rings. Well, one can of pineapple had 12 rings for a 9 by 13-inch pan. Not anymore, only 10. Yeah, they cut everything down. Well, they claim they cut everything down so they don't have to raise the prices, but then they raise the prices. So, what's that about? Sunita, welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you, sweetheart? I figured it out. Aren't you proud of me? I figured it out. I started reading and I stopped and I said, no, keep going. It might make sense by the time you got to the end. And it didn't, but I knew what you meant. And I didn't know how many were in there because my mother put them in a round cast iron skillet. So what do I know? Victoria says, I'm going back to lurking, working on my one sweater whip. Sam says, me? Alive? I did have one once. I back up onto a floppy disk and haven't been able to access it since. Oh, we had the floppy disk, and then we had the cassettes, and then we had the CDs, and my computers always had them both. And they're like, "Well, you don't need the cassettes anymore. You're just gonna do the CD." And then the last laptop I got, this one, it doesn't have a CD player at all. I'm used to burning my own CDs. I don't know about this new age. I'm like, you mean I can't burn a CD? What the hey? Yeah, no. Well, everybody just streams their music. I was like, I'm not everybody. I'm an individual. I want what I want. I want my books on tape. Victoria says, working on the sweater. Got to do about 5 inches of the green color now. Haha. 5 inches? She said 5 inches. Okay. Not I had to check and make sure she didn't mean 5 rows. She said 5 inches. This is the magic whip she has. No. This is not a whip. This is my gracious. Try this button. There we go. I hit my buttons in the wrong order. O-M to the G, Victoria. I love it. I absolutely love that. Mmm, girlfriend. Dinky Jen says, it's nice. Our ex-cook would treat the teaching staff on a Wednesday with various pudding treats. I usually take mine home. So this must be something with our new cook. Oh, great. Well, you're going to have to divide it in half and let your mom have some, and you at least have a taste so you know what it tastes like. Coley says, I just had pineapple upside down cake on Sunday. My mom made it for my birthday this weekend. I turned 50 today. Congratulations, Coley. Coley, you got to remind Granny D to sing happy birthday to you. That Happy 50th. Somebody else just turned 50 last week. And I don't remember who it was. Sam, check the DOS program. Oh my gosh. Mm, mm, mm. I remember DOS. DOS was painful. I remember DOS. Oh my gosh. Yeah, DOS was painful. When I got to Windows 3.1, I thought I had won the lottery. I'm like, hey, you too, Cynthia. Yeah. My first Outback had a 6 CD changer. I thought I was in their lodge. This one only has a 1 CD changer. I'm not happy with them. The new cars don't have a CD player at all. He says, well, we can put it, we can install one, but it would go where your armrest is. I said, no, thank you. I'll keep the car I have. I said, what about remote start? You would have to pay extra for that. I said, how about the heated leather seats? That's an upgrade. I said, how about I just keep the car I have? You sure you don't want to trade up? I said, that's not a trade up. That's a trade down. I said, my favorite car was the 07. He says, you could probably find an 07. I'm like, if I found an 07, it would probably need major work and I can't restore it. So yeah, no. Deidre, I had to see where to stop your name. Deidre, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? I haven't been here in a long time. Yeah, girl, I haven't seen you since last year. Glad to see you. Well, thank you, Deidre. How are you? What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Oh, and for the people yesterday that I said our snow was gone, my snow is gone. The people across the street still have a little snow in their yard. And that's because their front yard is north facing. So the north facing yards still have a little bit of snow. My front yard is south facing. So all the snow is gone. I went out and I did go out and I took out the compost. And the little voles have torn up my backyard. And I've got those ultrasound things that beep and everything. They don't care. They don't care. Victoria says either the 3/4 floppy disk where you use the lock feature in it and backed up on. I never did have an 8-track player. We just skipped that altogether. Lexi says I have 2 record players in my house and a massive vinyl collection used in my house. My brother took most of the vinyls and the ones that I found that my aunt had. I said, look at these and see if you want them. He says, they're good, but I don't want them. You can sell them on eBay. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I need to start putting stuff on eBay. Sam says, yes, it is. Yes, it is. See, that took the words right out of my mouth. Victoria, girlfriend, you know I love your color work. Shatika, blessings and happy crochet. How are you? Same question. What's in your cup and what is on your hook? Sam says, Lexi, I still have one of those radiograms in my house and it's full of vinyls. My record player is downstairs. I was looking for my scale to weigh the big packages on. Couldn't find my scale, but I found that little fuzzy animal I had where my 45-inch records go. Remember back in the days, they had these little plastic cases that you put your 45s on, and then the top was some kind of fuzzy animal, and then you turned the little handle to lock it. I just located that yesterday. I did not go down the rabbit hole to see what 45s I have, because then I would have to hook the record player together to play my music, and I did not have time for that. Also making this pattern in teal. Teal and black? Tell me you're doing teal and black. You know, I love me some teal and black. OM to the G. Deidre's doing well, alive and well. Thank you. You are so welcome. Yeah, because they talk about me, especially Marsha Lee talks about me when I talk to dead people. Jen says, we have a huge vinyl collection too, but no player. I might get one when mom passes, and I may not, but I grew up with mom's collection. Don't wait till mom passes. Get one now so that she can enjoy the vinyl with you. And they're not expensive like they used to be. You can get those little portable ones. Well, in the States, they're like $49. I don't know what they're like over there. And I think even Temu has them, but they're not as expensive as they used to be back in the day. They were $200, $300, $400. They're under $50 now. Thanks for the tip. Now you're gonna make one, Sam. Victoria says, I never done that myself. It's just before my time, but have seen it done before. Victoria, go sit in the corner with Roberta. Where is Roberta? Go sit with Roberta. Oh my gosh. My aunt now has my grandma's Victrola. Victrola with the little player metal cylinders that you put in and you crank the thing. Girl, stop. And yes, teal, black, and the white. Oh, be still my heart. You got to send me a pic of that next week, please, ma'am. Vivian, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. You're drinking water and working on a lap GAN throw. Oh, laptop throw. Laptop? Okay. 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 Miss Suzanne is working on a bunny by MJ Off the Hook. I'm glad she told me it was a bunny, because I was going to say she has started her Christmas snowman already. She has me messed up. You know, it doesn't take much. See if I can hit the buttons in the right order this time. Yay, look at me. Look what I can do. So she's going to have a little gray bunny for Easter. Go ahead, you little amigurumi warriors. Chris says, did you know that some computers will do ASCII and DOS in trial and error to find out if yours will do it? Girl, look, I had forgotten about ASCII. I got a headache trying to learn Cobalt. I'm done. I'm done. Victoria says, done deal. Already had a seat there with my heat on my back. I love it. Sorry, I'm supposed to say lap throw. I said lap throw, Vivian, and then I backed up and actually read what you said, and I left it there because I'm kind of like, maybe she's making a cover for her laptop, because you know everybody's making tablet covers. I'm like, well, okay. I just put mine back in the little stuff it came in, but an auto incorrect is not necessarily your friend. But okay, you're making a lap throw. Okay. What color? What pattern are you doing? You know I'm gonna ask. Deirdre says, water in my cup and small crochet bouquet flower blanket on my hook, following the secret yarnery tutorial. How do you like it so far? The Victrola was the slightly later one that you could put the vinyl in to play, I believe. Oh, with the needle that you let down and it's got the big horn. Not that I have one. I haven't seen it. I'm not dating myself. It's just that I look at old movies. Okay. Laurie, welcome in. It normally does, but I have to deal with Shardy later, so we're starting early because I didn't want to bother Miss Suzanne. That's a light pink. Okay, if you say so, you would know. That's a light pink. Does that look like light pink to anybody else? I haven't had my eye exam this year yet. So is it just I was gonna say is it September? No, it's February. I got time. I'll send an email if there's time. Oh, well, you can send the email. If there's not time, we'll do it next week. I just have to put a star by it so I don't accidentally delete it. Sam says it normally does. Laurie VJ needs to do some adulting later, so start it early. Yeah, I don't know why I have to do adulting. I'm retired. I don't need to be an adult. Vivian says Granny Square and the colors are cream, peach, beige, and mauve. Oh, that sounds pretty. That sounds pretty. Yes, ma'am. Must be my camera. Okay, because I was like, see, I'm not trying to throw stones at you, but I'm of an age now that I gotta check and make sure that it's not me. Because if it's me, I gotta make a phone call. Yeah, I know about those cameras, but I just have to check myself. And if I ask a question and people give me a different kind of answer, I have to ask what I said because it's like, are you not answering my question, or is that actually what I said? What did I say? So yeah, I gotta check myself. Susan is back in the car. It's raining hard, so I pulled over. Honey, go home and do your errands tomorrow. You don't need to be out there with all those crazies on the road. Go home, Miss Susan. Go home. Go home, Susan. Adulting never stops. Oh, I don't want to. I'm retired. I shouldn't have to adult anymore. Hi, Racine and Tom. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Deidre says it's not difficult, just tedious, getting tired of making the flowers. It's pretty though. You're gonna have to send us a picture for next week, please, ma'am. I'd like to see that, but yeah. And then you have to sew them all together, correct? Y'all know I ain't gonna sew nothing together. Ain't no need in me telling you I'm gonna do it. I think the problem is I got burned out early. This lady wanted Christmas wreaths with monkeys and stuff hanging on it. And I made one year for her. And then the next year she wanted something else. And it's like, no, no, no. I did that for you once. This is not the beginning of my career. So I think that's probably what also broke me about amigurumi because I was so traumatized. I think I still got that whip in the basement. I don't know where it is. Suzanne has a snowflake granny square by Knitting Hook Crochet. Yes, ma'am, you sure do. Ooh, that would make a beautiful doily centerpiece. If you could figure out how to make it rectangular, it'd make a pretty table runner. That is pretty. That would be, oh, Suzanne. No, you're probably not old enough. Remember, yes, I'm going to date myself, doggone it. I can't help it. Remember back in the 70s, we had those vests that were granny square in the front, granny square in the back. Then you made two straps to hold it together and you sewed the sides. That would make a pretty one of those vests. I I don't I think we call them vests. I don't remember. Victoria says my grand's excuse is as to why she's being a pain and everyone's behind because she doesn't want to do it. So yeah, she doesn't want to do any adulting, so she's being a pain. Oh my goodness. Deidre says my eyes see different colors too. Oh, thank you. It's not just me. Thank you. Ooh, sometimes I have to wonder. Yeah, adulting can suck. I'm not always happy with it. Susan says vinyls are back in. We have a record player. I have one. And every time my brother comes to town, we go to one of those secondhand vinyl shops so he can pick up records to add to his collection. Yes, thank you, Lexi. You're not a fan of doing Emmys either. Yeah, it's not my. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay, email sent. Lori, don't threaten me. Okay, thank you for letting me know because if you don't tell me, I'm not going over there. Appreciate you, girlfriend. Uh Everybody speaking. Victoria says I've done that pattern in a pillow format and made two of them. Oh, that would be pretty too. Oh, yes, yes, yes. She says correct. Yeah, I ain't doing anything. There's no need in me saying I'm going to do anything that has to be sewn together because I'm not going to do it. The most sewing I'm going to do is on the Canetta T tank. Other than those four seams, yeah, no, I ain't gonna do it. It ain't. It's not gonna happen. There's no. I ain't gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm gonna do it because I ain't gonna do it. Cynthia says, so pretty. I used that square pattern for a throw last Christmas. I'm just now seeing it. See, that's why I do these because you all bring me up to date. Those granny squares, I know they are. I've seen them, Sam. I asked Shorty if I made her one, would she wear it? And she said yes. So that's on my list of things to make because Shorty said she'd wear one. And I still have my uh pattern from the 70s, my retro pattern. Suze is going to attempt a blanket in the granny square. Oh, I can't wait to see that whip. Ooh, that's gonna be so pretty. Victoria says my boyfriend's brother got a bunch of vinyl for Christmas. Really? Deidre says I'm making this blanket for my granddaughter's best friend. She's the sweetest 16-year-old, so I have to show her some love. Deidre, just as long as she's not graduating from college by the time you finish it, it's all good. If I was working on it, she would be going into the nursing home by the time I finished it. But that is sweet of you to make that for her because a lot of children don't feel like they're being appreciated. So that's really nice of you. Chris is crocheting a bolster pillow to look like a capsule pill in her high school colors. I'm so proud of myself. I figured that out because I knew that wasn't Red Heart. Like, hey, up, that, Nightbot, stop pushing people. You're so rude sometimes. Okay. Oh, that's going to be cute. That's going to be cute. My high school colors were purple and gold. Deidre says, I'm making this blanket for my granddaughter. Okay, I read that one. Nightbot pushed you out of the way and I thought I had missed you. Okay, Nightbot is dropping channel members. Thank you for coming to work, Nightbot. I appreciate you sometimes. Okay. That's a pretty shade of gold, Chris. Then Lexi says, the shawl I'm making perfectly matches my pants. Stop it. Look at you with your color coordinated self. Go ahead, Lexi. What pattern is that? In case you haven't figured it out, my middle name is Question. I'm going to ask. Yes, that really goes with those pants. Funny how that happens sometimes, but if you're trying to match it up, you can't get it to match. That's a happy accident. Deidre's laughing at me. Can you remind me how to post the picture? Sure. Let me scroll down and make sure my confabs haven't done it yet. Okay. They haven't. In the description, there is I think you have to copy and paste it. I don't know if it's a hard link, but there's a link to the Facebook post for today. You copy and paste that post into another tab. Go to today's comment. Well, it should open in today's comment because you got the actual URL for the comment, and just go to the comment section and post a picture like you normally do to your Facebook, and it should come up where I can see it. And if it doesn't, I don't know. Facebook and I have this love-hate relationship. You're making the pattern up and we'll be doing a tutorial soon. Go ahead with your bad self, Lexi. Yeah. Deidre, let me know if that doesn't work. No, I don't do axolotl questions because I just heard about axolotls last year. So that's so new. I don't know about those questions. With Shorty, I'm finding out all kinds of animals that I was not taught about. It's like, where'd that come from? Yeah, you all are talented people. That's why I do these, because we started talking about what everybody was working on and I couldn't visualize it. So I started showing them, and it's like, I never would have gotten that out of what you were telling me. So yeah, that's how this started. Because you all find people that I've never heard of before, and you do things I've never even thought of, and you broaden my horizons. Laurie says, the first one is a fillet pattern, but I'm doing popcorn stitches to create the edges and features. I'm playing yarn chicken, which is why I don't have the edging. The graft is there, but I spilled tea on it. See, I usually end up spilling coffee on my patterns. So all of my patterns are in sleeves for that reason. That would be a VJ thing. So yeah, all of my patterns are in sleeves. Because if it's gonna spill, I'm gonna spill it. And you're playing yarn chicken? You don't have another skein of that lazy days? Oh, Laurie. You ask a lot of questions. Oxalotl, I was being silly. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, yeah, no. Hi, the Yarn Journal. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? What is in your cup and what is on your hook? Welcome to WIP It Wednesday, where we share our works in progress. Sam says, we have a wonderful group of crafters here, Deidre. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I have 5 more skeins, just don't know if it's enough. Ooh, child. Uh, Miss Baca on her website has a calculator. You can put in how many skeins you have and how many yards you have and what size you want your thing to be, and she'll tell you how many skeins you need. I think it's a yardage calculator. Kathleen says, I just posted a picture of my whip in the comments on the Facebook group. Are you now? Oh, yeah, I play Yarn Chicken with the best of them. I really do. I really do. I have learned all of the tricks because I've had to use them. A couple of times I've lost. Usually I do pretty good though. The second one is a Solomon's Knot triangle shawl that I'm pattern testing for a friend. Yes, I have permission to share. Thank you. I included the cake of yarn I'm using. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Ooh. Look at you with your bad self. Cause I'm the blue girl, Sunita and then you got purple, and I don't think Drainy is here. Oh, I have seen that stitch before. I have never used it. That's interesting. That stitch would make a nice beach cover. You'll check it out. Okay. I'm hanging in there. Thank you for asking. And on your hook is a blanket. Now you know I'm gonna ask what pattern and what color. You think it's tricky? I've never tried it. I've seen it. I just haven't done it. It's Red Heart Super Saver Gold. See? The cake of yarn was a gift from Lexi. Lexi, girl, I might have held on to that. That is pretty. That is really pretty. Victoria says, and then there's me who buys the 5th ball because having 4 just won't be enough, and then only need like 4 stitches worth of the 5th ball. Yeah, yeah. Laurie says, I had tried it several times before. It took watching my friend's tutorial probably 6 times before I actually got it. Oh, is that complicated? Lexi says, oh, she's using it. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She is using the heck out of that, too. That is pretty. That is pretty. Okay, while we're at the email, let me refresh, make sure I'm not missing anybody. And then we'll go back to the Facebook page. Oh my. If I missed anybody, let me know because all I see is service at PayPal, service at PayPal, service at PayPal. Service at PayPal, we pay pirate ship. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna have to clean out my inbox. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we will refresh the Facebook because it doesn't update while I'm using it. It's just ugly like that sometimes. Oh, I didn't pin it to the top. Bad me. I'm glad I put the correct link in there then. Okay, Miss Kathleen has a crochet blanket in red heart ombre in hickory. I don't know that I would call that. Well, we've had that talk. We've had that talk already. Their idea of hickory and my idea of hickory are not the same thing, but they don't care. Michael's now is selling Red Heart Super Saver again. Miss Kathleen, you're not doing your infamous corner to corner. That's pretty. That looks almost like a self-striping yarn. That is pretty. Laurie says, now it's actually easy, but it's just had to click between my brain and my hands. I've had that problem. I have had that problem when I first learned how to do. As a matter of fact, it was Sunita who helped me with that. The top down beanies, for whatever reason, I couldn't do them because I always did my beanies bottom up. Renee, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How you doing, girlfriend? You still got snow out there? I would not live on the East Coast for love of money. I got enough snow out here. I don't need to be out there. Okay, Miss Kathleen, I don't know how you got to the top. You should have been at the bottom. Wait a minute. Oh, how did I end up with two Wednesday posts? I edited the one. Oh, Chris, Chris shared it. Chris, I was like, what happened? What happened to all of the whips I had? I only have one whip in here. Okay, I was gone. I'm back now. I didn't know you could do that. Or I knew you. Never mind. I, and it's over here too. I'm so confused. Don't mind me. I'm easily confused. Deidre, are you having trouble posting your pic? Or do you have to go take a pic? Because I don't, well, let me see. Before I say I don't see it. Um, 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 um. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Who's this? I think that's an FO. Yeah, that was a Miss Racine. Okay. Back to the chat. Where is Miss Deidre? That's how that's how you work, girl. See, that's how I was with the virus shops. I have seen that, but I, I I have not been so inclined to try that yet. And that if I tried one, it would probably be the virus meets granny because I actually like it better. But yeah, I have not been. I haven't had the right motivation. You've got plenty of snow. I'm so sorry. We finally got most of our snow melted, and that was yesterday. And that's only because it was 61. Other than that, we had a lot of snow for a long time. We had a lot of snow. See what time it is. Okay, I'm making good time. I got all the whips except for Miss Deidre's. And I'm at the bottom of the chat. Yay, me. For whatever reason, I was supposed to take Shorty's medicine up to school because she took it up there and they did not want to accept it from her. They wanted a grown up to bring it up there. So when she called me to tell me she was on the bus, I asked her where did she leave her medicine. She says, I still have it. I said, well, take it up to the school and see if they'll take it from you. Anybody want a grown daughter? I got one you can have. Un momento, por favor. Sorry about that. Okay. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. I had to pause my live so I could come answer the phone. Okay. Listen to what she had to say. And I said, okay, I got to go. I'm live. And she, don't forget, you got to take her back up to the school. I said, that's why I got to go back to my live so I can take her back to the school. Okay. Get off my phone. Oh, Chris, thank you for sharing. Thank you. I was just confused because it's like I'm easily confused. You know that. I tried the virus granny my first year of learning. I discovered frogging. I would not have tried anything that robust in my first year of learning. I think I would have done just a plain old granny square. As a matter of fact, I think my first year of learning, what I made with those little granny vests, because it was a fundraiser for high school. So yeah, I would just made the plain old granny square. Ooh, who's purple hat with the sunflower? That's cute. Purple hat with the sunflower. That's Nisi. Freehandly made it AU. Oh Lord. Pebbles did. Lord. That's okay, Roberta. If we were here at the normal time, you'd be on time. I just had to adjust my schedule today. Trey, welcome in. Good to see you. Trey, everybody loved your booties and that little bonnet set. That everybody has said you have found your niche. You just keep making baby clothes because your booties are the bomb diggity. And you love seeing Kathleen post her work. I'm always proud of my teacher. Long live the hook. Hey, I like that. Long live the hook. How have you been, Trey? That gray and red was pretty. It really was. I would not have thought about putting gray and red together for baby, but you did that. Timmy, I have not seen you since last year. How you doing? Good to see you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I got a few more minutes and then we are going to I'm gonna let you all go early because I got to go deal with the kid. Oh, where was I? Oh, I asked her if the teacher took the medicine from her and she says I forgot to give it to her. So I have the medicine in my possession. So I'm gonna have to go in and give it to the teacher. You're making another set. Go ahead with your bad self. Yeah, you stick on those baby things. Timmy's been busy. Hey, life happens. It just happens. Miss Susan said I had to go out after the move. I finally got my act together to mail Christmas gifts. I hear you. You know, that's one of those things that I would have just held on to the Christmas gifts and given them to the people on their birthdays and said, Happy birthday. This is your birthday present. Roberta says, okay, hugs to Shorty and all. Thank you. How are you doing today, Roberta? Timmy says, I've been Bible morning devotionals. I totally understand. My sister-in-law does her daily morning devotionals, and having seen my brother-in-law on a daily basis, I totally understand it because that's the only way that he would still be living. He married the right woman because he's very tightly wound. It's taken me, I got married in 01. It's taken me 24 years to learn how to deal with him. And my sister-in-law says, I like the way you handled him. I said, I had to learn. It's taken me 24 years to learn how to handle the man and to stay on good terms with him and not lose my mind. Yeah, he's very tightly wound. Yes, I do live Bible devotional chats now. Go ahead with your bad self, Tammy. Go ahead. Carrie, the young elephant does them as well. Thank you, Racine. I will tell her you said that. And she's going to say hi to everybody who said hi to her. Laurie says, I feel you, Susan. I am mailing my Christmas presents to my dad and sister this week. Happy Valentine's. Oh, and MDL Michael is planning on having a 24-hour live Valentine's Day, the 14th and 15th. And he's going to have several of us popping on and off stage with him, off panel with him to keep the live moving, kind of like we did Christmas of 24, where he did the 24-hour Christmas show and everybody popped in and popped out. So he's planning on doing that for Valentine's Day. For those who are alone for Valentine's, give you something to do. Found more yarn and a yarn winder. Ooh. We're going to have a 4th yarn sale. Because that yarn that I posted that we have left for the last sale, people have been texting me. They've been buying it off the bed. So all of that yarn is no longer there. I thank you all. I thank you, thank you, thank you. For some reason, I would never do granny squares. I just started doing them maybe 2 years ago. Really? I had a mental episode before I left my first husband, and a granny square was all I was able to do. Excuse me? Yeah, here. Miss Racine, Miss Chris, and Miss Dinky Jen said to tell you hi.
Hi guys. Hello. If you guys said hi, hello, I'm here. Thank you. Hi guys.
You're welcome.
Oh, I said that.
You said thank you. I said you're welcome. Door, please.
Oh, you usually say you're welcome because I didn't say thank you.
Thank you. She's gonna learn manners if it kills me, and it just may. Yeah, so people have been buying yarn off the bed. I keep having to update mailing list. I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. You have a okay, Timmy, hugs to you. Thank you for coming by. Cynthia says, Hubs just came in with a dozen red roses and one yellow. My favorite color is yellow. Wow, and early Valentine's Day. So he brought you a dozen red and only one of your favorite. At least he brought them to you. Give him a big hug and a smooch. Pebble says, Yarn and Times MDL special. Yeah, we're gonna do the repeat 24-hour marathon live. Yeah, woohoo. So if anybody needs somebody to talk to, somebody to have Valentine's Day with, somebody to eat chocolate covered strawberries with, come on over to Michael's house because we got it going on. Mind you, that Christmas was the first time Panda came in his, I believe it was the first time. It was close to the first time Panda came in his little panda head and did the panda dance. I don't know what Panda is planning for Valentine's Day. Oh, you're welcome, Coley. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, Shorty's growing up and looking good. She really is. I am still doing a running total because I have to take the shipping out of what I've gotten and add the Cash App in. But so far, we're close to $2,000. We're close to $2,000. I'm start sending it to Miss Susan because I don't want to forget whose money it is. I told her I was going to start sending it to her like a month ago. I ain't gotten to that part yet because I'm still. So hooks on Monday. Oh, we still have yarn. We have hook. I don't have any more metal hooks. I still have that one pink M. But yeah, show all the once we sell all of the remaining yarn, then we will sell the remaining hooks. And again, if two people want the same hooks, they can bid on it. Top bid wins. Isn't that pretty? Yesterday they did the cheer and they had the white shirts underneath. And today they have the purple shirts underneath. And the whole squad is not cheering for today's game. They selected certain cheerleaders to cheer for today's game, and she was one of the ones selected. And that was the little baby that the doctors didn't know if she was even going to be able to function. Thank you, Racine. I'll tell her that. Kenzie, welcome in. No, Kenzie, you're not late. We were early. You just got home, had a busy day, but glad to see you. Kenzie, thank you so much. No, we were early today because I have to take my granddaughter back up to the school. They had an early dismissal today, but I have to take her back up to the school because she's got a cheer and away game tonight. Then her mama gets to go pick her up tonight. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, they selected her to be one of the cheerleaders. Yes, phenomenal. It is because when she was born and we were asking the doctors what kind of services we were going to need for her, how are we going to what raise her, and they're like, well, we really don't know. She'll tell you what she needs, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be like that, huh? Good thing her grandmother is a trauma tech. And that's where we were. God is good. Amen. Yes, Shorty, she had a lot of people praying for her. All 48 states. She had a lot of people praying for her. I tell you, she's had uh, studies written up on her because her condition was so rare, and nobody knew what to do about her. And so yeah, she's the case study. Yeah, good job, Shorty. And God is good because He brought her through. He brought me through. Yeah, you have to trust and believe. Deidre says, I had to leave, but I'm back. Check the link and it worked. I posted the bouquet flower blanket to the Facebook group. Oh, thank you, Deidre. Let's see this blanket before I say my goodbyes here. Because I think I know what you're talking about, but we're going to go see if I know what you're talking about. Or we're going to see if what you're making is what I think you're making is actually what I should be saying. Oh, this is not what I thought you were doing. Oh, this is cute. Hold on, everybody. I'm coming. I'm coming. Nope, this is not what I thought you were doing, but this is pretty. This is really, 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 really pretty. Nope, wrong button. Uh, for those who don't know, I am really not allowed to push buttons because I will hit the wrong one first. I will kick myself out of my own live. That is not what I thought you were doing, but oh my goodness, that's pretty. That looks like a gigantic doily. Ooh, Deidre. And you gotta sew each one. Girlfriend. That's a labor of love. That is a labor of love. Okay, let me finish this chat and then we are going to say goodbye. I don't like adulting. No, doctors are not God, and she confused a lot of doctors. All of her doctors were specialists. She had 9 different specialists, Lord, but we got it done. We got it done. Amen. Prayers work. They do. They do. They do. Thank you, Racine. There's my sis Andrea. So I'm so glad Shorty got selected to cheer. Thank you. Woohoo. Hey sis, I've been listening. I appreciate that. And then she says blanket hello to everybody because my sis is over there working. You can't type anymore. Okay. Glad to see you here. Glad you were here. Love you, girlfriend. That is beautiful. It folds up into a bouquet. OM to the G. Deidre, when you finish that, we're going to need 2 pictures for FO Friday, one with it open and one with it folded. Oh, that is beautiful. They look great when completed. Seen a few of them. I have not. Thank you, Deidre. I have not. I would like to thank everybody who has spent this last hour and 15 minutes with me. You could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Thank you, Chris, and everybody who shared this out. Thank you to everybody who posted a whip, because you know I love seeing your whips. And we're going to do the outro. And you've got about an hour to uh, exhale, get a snack, get something to drink. And I will see you all on Friday if the Lord says the same. Thank you. Take care now. Bye bye.